everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting, another episode of the Whatever Report, our Saturday live stream where we hang out, we talk about stuff, what we're watching, what we're reading, what's going on, whatever comes to mind. I appreciate everyone that comes and hangs out with me on these Saturday discussions. A couple minutes late tonight, I was listening to the end of my friend John from John's Comics for Kids. If you're a Harry Potter fan, he's been doing a read-through of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on YouTube. He started a couple of years ago, I guess, when his daughter was reading it, but he couldn't keep up. She wanted to keep reading, so they kind of stopped. But he decided to go on and finish it, and they're really good. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, I highly recommend it. So that's why we're just a couple minutes late. There's my man Unruly was in here tailgating. Not seeing too many folks in here yet, but hey, hopefully we'll be joined by a few people here in just a few minutes. So yeah, we're hanging out on a Saturday, and as usual, we'll go through our usual things, the way we start things. So what are we drinking tonight? Well, we're going to be cracking open right now a brand new bottle. We got a little New Riff single barrel. I have not cracked this yet, so I'm going to crack this right now. So make sure we get the pop. So we can get that cork pop. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but we got the nice little cork pop. And yeah, we're going to pour a little New Riff single barrel. Little neck pour, but we'll let that breathe for just a moment before we start tasting that. But yeah. So, been looking forward to this. I've heard good things about New Riff stuff. Instead of getting their regular, I went straight for the single barrel. Kind of like that, usually a little better so far. Diet Sprite, yeah, well, good for you, man. Good for you. So, you got to drink what you got to drink. So, I like that. Let's get a little. I love that. I do this and I'm nose it. These people give you all these descriptions and it smells like bourbon. I don't have the palate. I don't have the nose. I know what I taste. I know what I like, but it smells like bourbon. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's all I got. It's bourbon. So I'm never gonna have a bourbon channel. That's for sure. Because Mr. Kachung, what is going on? I hope you and Delphi are having a wonderful evening. Come on, there you go. I have a little bit of that too that I was sipping earlier, but I usually don't go too far without a glass of water. So all right, let's see what we got here. It's pretty good. Trying to think. See, because I don't have a good palate, I don't have a good way to describe how it's different than other stuff. I end up with words like smooth and stuff with people are like, that doesn't describe anything. So, definitely got a good finish. It's not too heavy. It's fairly light for a single barrel. Now it is only 106 proof, so that's pretty low for a single barrel. But yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. I'll taste it some more in a minute, but we'll give it a little sip here, and then we'll let it breathe for a minute before we take another one. But mellow mushroom pizza, nice. Hey, Fritzies, what's going on? So yeah, we're trying out our new bourbon. We cracked a bottle tonight. Yeah, I like it. I can't describe it because I'm not skilled enough, but there you go. Hey, he who remains, what's going on? You're Brandy Alexander. Very nice, very nice. All right, so that's what we're drinking tonight. It's weird you guys are here in my recording stream yard. There's nobody here. So somebody else was saying that the other night. The stream yard was showing nobody and there were people there. So it was weird. All right, let's go. So what do we got? What is coming up on the channel? All right, so what do we have on the channel? tomorrow night, we're going to play D&D. We're going to be down a man, but we're going to try to keep going. At least that is the plan right now. Unless somebody else said they were canceling, which I didn't see. But let's just see. Nope. Oh, Unruly sending me a good photo. He just sent that. He sent that an hour ago. Very nice. Very nice. But of a pickup, I'll let him decide if he wants to share that. You didn't make everybody wait. I made everybody wait. I chose. I could have bailed. You were right. You finished in time that I could have left, but then you were going to show the art, and I made myself late because I wanted to see what the images were. So there you go. I already recommended everybody, if you're a Harry Potter fan, go check out John's Goblet of Fire videos. They're awesome. 160 away from 4K. I have been. Am I still at 3840? Because I was at 3840 like a week and a half ago, and then dropped down, got back, dropped down, and literally stayed at 3839 all week. So we'll take the 3840 if we're there still. So yeah. Hey Planet, what is up? What is up? Gonna try to finish book 4 this week. Then are you gonna start a new one? It's like no. I know your goal was to finish because you've done 3 and your goal was to finish 4. So we might have to tuck in and keep going, but we'll see. I know those are your 2 favorites, so you might. So yeah, so this is what we were drinking. For anybody that was asking, we had a little New Riff single barrel, 106 proof. We cracked that tonight, and it's pretty good. So we'll keep sipping on that as we go through this. Coming up on the channel, D&D tomorrow night. I think we're gonna play. We're gonna be a man down, but I'm gonna make it work. They're in the middle of something, but we're gonna try to make it work anyway because I know we're gonna miss next week. And so we're gonna try to do D&D tomorrow night. Cash or trash? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I know that I appreciate that, Francis. I appreciate that. Congrats. I remember when you were hovering around that. I hovered around 1,000 for a long time. I did. I hovered around below 1,000 for a long time. And then once I got over 1,000, I took off and went pretty good for a while. And then, I hovered around like 15 for a long time. Like I got over 1,000. I kind of kept going. And then I froze around like 15 for a really long time. 14, 15, 16. And then I took off again and I went to 3 pretty quickly. And then I have really frozen above 3. It's been a very slow climb from 3 to 4, more than a year at this point. So yeah. But that's okay. I appreciate everybody that watches my channel, and I'm not making a living off of this. So if everybody that watches, I appreciate, and I'm not too worried about getting too many more. Get that turned a little more, get that where it's supposed to be. So what am I going to do for cash or trash? CBSI did do the list. Apparently they had some kind of technical difficulties or something is what somebody was saying. It's why they didn't have a list last week. So theirs is out. I've looked at their books. Thomas is probably not going to be out till Monday. I could potentially wait and do it Tuesday. I don't really like doing it like that. But I also don't really like just guessing what we're going to talk about. So I'm not sure. I probably will be a cash or trash tomorrow, or I may just decide to put it off. I don't know. Hey, old wolf, what is going on? So you're popping in late. I don't know if you caught that I did, because old wolf is one of our whiskey connoisseurs. This is my crack tonight new bottle that we're trying out. So yeah, so pretty good so far. Been doing a decent job of guessing for sure. It is whatever time already. What's going on, Lasso? Then this week, I'm going to try, keyword is try, to get the next round of Let's Collect out this week. And that would get me back on pace because I'd have it out by the end of March. That would have 3 for 2023, 1 a month, which is my goal. So I'm going to try to have the next Let's Collect out this week. I have all the stuff together, but I got to build the slides, and we will see if it happens. I have all the information. I just haven't taken time to build the slides yet, so we'll see. I want to try to get that out this week. Thursday, Unruly and I are going to talk a little more Rachel Rising, Volume 3, which is in the bedroom where I was going to read it and not in here, so I can't talk about that. Hey, Gorvidal, what is going on? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I get going on. I'll drop some more D&D shorts. I rewatched in prep for tomorrow's D&D. I rewatched last week's episode and time marked a few things. So we'll drop a few more humorous moments from our D&D show. So if you have any interest at all in us just being silly, that's usually what those are. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got going on the channel. So that's kind of what my channel's become. Let's see what else we got. What we picked up this week? All right. So I did get a Midtown order. It came today, and I'll be honest, I have not read any of these yet. I did not get a chance to dig through these. So this is a stack, 2 weeks worth of Midtown books. I'll be honest, I ordered for May last week, and I should probably do that as like content, but I haven't been doing it as content. And I kind of went back to like the 18. I was originally going to try to keep it. I started the year with the goal of 18 a month. And then I was like, a couple months I did pretty well. I was like 15, 16. I was like, I should stay down here. And then I went back to 18. But I think I have actually made some decisions. We are going to dump some stuff here next month. And I'm going to try to get it under 15 every month, covers, whatever. And I'm just going to start moving some stuff to even more stuff to like trades or reading online or whatever. Because I got too much stuff. I need to be selling some stuff. And some of these series I don't necessarily really need to collect. So we'll see. We're definitely going to move in that direction a little bit. Oh, we've had some more people show up. We had Kenneth come in here while I was on the other thing. What is going on? I have heard, we'll talk about that a little bit, but I've only heard good things so far. So, I did not. Sexy in a collared shirt. All right, well then. Wait. Foldable things from sexy in a collared shirt. Getting rid of that. So, there we go. That's better. Here, how about a Yoda shirt? So there you go. So new books. Darth Vader. This series I'm going to continue with as long as this run is going. Just because I'm this far in, I've gotten the whole series to this point. I've really enjoyed this series. I've loved some of these covers. It's for death now. I don't know. Yeah, send me those super chats. That's me to make me stop. Maybe that's the way I should do it. I'm not sure what that emoji that one was supposed to be. I'm really laughing. It's ridiculous. Just put Omo fun sound. You just put Omo fun sound mode. What's going on, Jerome? Yeah. So he deserved it. He'll come out of it in a minute. Star Wars High Republic Adventures what are we on? Number 3. I've actually enjoyed the first 2 issues of this one. I'm digging this new phase of High Republic more and more the longer it goes. It got off to a slow start, though, I will say. But yeah, so I'm enjoying this more and more as it goes. But those will probably keep for now. This Captain Marvel. At 50, they announced that Kelly Thompson's going off the book. Yeah. And so at 50, I don't know if they're ending the series and relaunching it or they're just taking her off the book. Either way, I'm done at 50. I've enjoyed this run, but I'm out. I'm out at 50. Once 50 comes and goes, I'll be out. That'll be a book that comes off my list permanently. ASM right now, I've ordered through 26. My plan is to not order beyond 26. And really mentioned it. I don't know what that's going to be. What do I think about the soon to drop ASM 26? I don't know, but I finally made the decision. I'm just done. No, that's weird. Yeah, she's moving on to something else. I loved her Black Widow run. I've enjoyed the Captain Marvel, not nearly as much the Black Widow run. It'd be interesting to see where she goes next. I don't know. I know she's got a couple of like creator owned things that she's doing, like one called Black Cloak that I may have to check out on trade. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but and there's another one she said she was getting ready to start. I follow her on Instagram or Twitter. I forget which one. But yeah, so this I'm looking forward to being away from, I think. I'm also planning to drop this and move it to trades or online or something. Read it digitally. It's good. The Dan Moore art is freaking fantastic. It's been a lot of fun, but I don't need to collect it. I don't need the copies. I just don't. So that's what we're going with this. This run, which I have thoroughly enjoyed, my understanding is this is ending. The last couple of issues have not been as good as the early part of this run was. I obviously haven't read any of these yet. But this is also ending, which makes me it makes me sad because I love these 3 characters. And I'm going to be disappointed I can't get them all in a book. But you know, them's the breaks, I guess. So I'm going to enjoy it till the end, and then it's going away too. So yeah, that's helping a little bit. Some things are ending that I can kind of get away from. Oh yeah, that's what they're saying, and my guess is it's MJ at this point. Is they're going to kill her for a while. That's what my guess is. We'll see. I don't have any information other than what it says, but my guess that's where this is going. Is they've refused to put them together. They've created this weird family thing. My guess is that's where it's going. If they're going to devastate him, that's where it's going. And if they do that, then I will not regret walking away from the book. So, and I'll be honest, I regret today after John did his video this morning where he's talking about MegaCon. I went just because I hadn't looked to see who was at C2E2 that I'm not going to, but who I was disappointed I was going to miss out on. Dustin Nguyen's going to be there, which was super disappointment for Ascender, and to get his signature and meet him. But my second biggest disappointment was Zeb Welch, because he was going to be there, and I was missing out on the chance to walk up to the table and give him the finger and tell him that he sucks. So there you go. I probably would not have done that, but I would have been tempted. I would have been solely tempted to let him have it. I know I have said that before. We'll see. I guess I'll just be poor. Because honestly, it's in the tub of Halloween stuff that it's buried at the moment. So yeah, I couldn't even get it if I wanted to. It's not supposed to start until September, I don't think. I would be tempted to jump back on that book for him, especially given the way people reacted to a Supergirl run. But we'll see where I'm at. We're going to see where I'm at on new books at that point, and what I'm buying and where I'm at. That will probably determine it more than anything. Because I've been off Wonder Woman now for a while, and Catwoman, number 53. I need to quit this book too. Obviously, I've ordered it through May because I'm a dummy, but this book needs to be dropped until Teeny Howard comes off of it. And I think that's my new decision there. Although it annoys me, but yeah. I mean, I haven't taken advantage of any of those signing CGC events. Part of getting a signature for me is actually meeting the creator. So unless it's somebody that I can't meet anymore, it's a weird thing about like sending it to get them signed it and not get to meet them. So I probably won't, but I completely understand if you do. I mean, he's a fantastic artist and got some great stuff. So, JP was my gangster name. What's my non-gangster name? Requires me to go into YouTube Studio. Oh, I didn't know he was still hidden. So you hit him so I can't see him, is what you're saying. Let me see. Hang on. Put user in timeout. Well, I thought he made a comment. That was after you said you did that, right? Yeah, that was after you said you did that. Tony, type something. I want to see if you're there. If Tony doesn't comment in another second, I will go into. I can just go in there. Hang on. Let me go to my channel. I'm live. Hopefully, let me just. I'm going to mute for a second. I don't know that it didn't show me how to do it, so I'm going to have to. Requires me to go into YouTube Studio. He's charging $100. Ooh, that's a lot. Click settings in the community and then scroll down and see people are hidden. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to go in here and go into settings and community and standard moderators, hidden users. All right. I got a bunch of. Didn't show him as a hidden user. Also, just made him a moderator, so maybe he ought to be back. I don't know. It's not showing him as hidden. Old Wolf, if you're there still, type something. It's not showing him as hidden. I made him a moderator. That's the only thing I could do, like, within the thing. Maybe just hidden from you. I don't know. It's not showing him as hidden. So, I don't know what's going on. Think his feelings were hurt and he left in a huff? Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty stingy with my moderators usually. I did that to Old Wolf just because I was like trying to get him on there. So I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't said anything in forever. Oh, last book. I'm supposed to be talking about last book. We got distracted. Nightwing 102. Looking forward to reading that. Hoping it gets back on track. I hope Old Wolf didn't just leave. Like, come back, Old Wolf. Oh, okay. Said unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah, I'll have to maybe check later. Maybe it wouldn't let me do it right now on the stream. I don't know. Don't know. Well, this is highly entertaining television at the moment. YouTube at the moment. Oh, see, there he is. And see, now I'm going to go in here, now that he's back, and remove and save. And now he's no longer a moderator, so. So you can block him again. So. You can block him again now, John, if you need to. Or wait, no, I'm way up top. Never mind. Oh, I was way back at the thing. Yeah. I haven't read Deceased other than the very first issue, and I was like, no. And I've never read any of it since then. I've heard everyone said that it got really good. That first issue just turned me off. And I'll be honest, I talked about this a little bit with when everybody was watching The Last of Us. Like the whole zombie apocalypse, whether it be comic or TV show or whatever, I really just don't have much interest in it anymore. So I don't know. It never interested me that much. The first issue turned me off, and I was just kind of done with it. So I can't help it. I think Old Wolf did leave a huff. Well, he's not a moderator anymore, but he shouldn't be blocked either, so. Don't take your band to heart. I mean, I can make him a moderator, I guess, but I just don't want to. All right. What else is going on? Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. What are we reading? Yeah, nothing. That's not true. Obviously, reread and talked about Deadly Class earlier this week. And other than that, I haven't read a whole lot this week, I'll be honest. I've had a lot of other stuff going on, and when it's been, because normally I do most of my reading, like I'll go in and go to bed, lay down for a little bit and read. This week has been one of those weeks where I went to bed and I went to bed. It's been, yeah. Again, I think I said this last week. Whatever the score was last week, life to me, life has got more and I got less. But we're hanging in there. So I can't really complain that much. It just seems like always I'm just behind on everything. So every form of mass entertainment could be, yeah. Good for you. I like a good, like, it's not like I don't like zombie stuff. I just am, at the moment, doesn't really interest me at the moment. I don't know. Hey, if you like it, power to you. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm glad you guys are getting some entertainment out of it, because there's a lot of it out there. For sure. So yeah, I don't really have anything reading. What are we watching? Obviously, I have been. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Did switch to the what are we watching? I've been watching and talking about The Mandalorian with my nephew Aiden. I have seen this week's episode, which is episode 4. We didn't get a chance to talk about it yet, and they're on vacation. They left to go on vacation this week, so he and I probably won't talk about it till after episode 5 comes out. Actually, I know we won't, but well, the only thing I'll say about The Mandalorian that I haven't said on the channel with my nephew is, where are they going this season? Like, there's no, and I saw somebody else post it, there's no urgency. Like, I don't know what story they're telling this year. I guess they're telling Bo-Katan's story at this point. I don't know. It just is some, so like, Jerome, I love Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I love that movie. That movie makes me laugh so much. It's so ridiculous. It's so over the top violent in some ways. Alan Tuck, and I forget who the guy was. He was on, what was it? What's that show? Reaper, or I forget what that show was called. His friend that I've enjoyed in some other stuff. If you've never seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, you have to take the right attitude about it. But it is so, I love that movie. So there you go. Novels especially, there you go. Yeah, see, I get that. It can make it better, but I have a tendency to not, like, then it's like daunting. It's like, oh, I gotta watch 10 episodes, and then I just feel overwhelmed. Other thing, obviously, I've been watching is Ted Lasso. I had to use it. I was going to use it for my thumbnail last week, and then I got then I made that quick trip up to PlanetCon and got a book, so I changed my thumbnail for last week. But yeah. No, I've not seen Shazam 2. I said beforehand that I would. I admitted this. I think I admitted this last week. I've never seen Shazam 1. So I don't know. It's never been like, I've seen it on a few times. I'm like, oh, I should watch that, and just never have watched it. So no, I have not seen Shazam 2. I should go watch it at some point. I don't know. I've never pulled the trigger. I'm really bad. I'm always behind on watching stuff. But Ted Lasso, one of my favorite things in the whole world. Not as big a fan as John, but I definitely enjoy the heck out of Ted Lasso. And season 3 is off to a solid start. But being the last season, I don't know. Need to start moving a little bit. I know the last episode was very focused on Roy and Keely and Rebecca, and there wasn't much Ted. I need some Ted. Or see where it's going. First episode was a lot of Nate, and there was some Ted in there, but I need more of it. I need more. Yeah, for sure. Not your Captain Marvel. Yeah, it's supposed to be out like in a month, so maybe when it comes out, like when it goes to HBO Max or whatever, I'll just watch them both. So not your last. Never watched Carnival Roll. There's so many. You guys listed like 50 series. There might be like that are really good. I might have seen 5 of them. It's just I'm so bad at watching anything. I've only heard good things about the first one. I've just never sat down and watched it. I just haven't. But so yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. I was surprised the second one did as poorly as it seems to be doing in terms of just numbers, but I will say, like, some of the commercials and stuff don't look that great. Some of the trailers don't. Unruly mentioned earlier the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons. I had serious doubts about that, but everything I've heard is that is fantastic. And so I may have to go see that. I'm not a huge Chris Pine fan. He's hit or miss for me, but this looks like the kind of role that would be a hit for me, like the kind of role I would enjoy. Like Michelle Rodriguez, not a huge Hugh Grant person, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if I'll see it in the theater or if I'll try to wait, but I'll probably see it in the theater. I probably will. Yeah. It just looks fun. Yeah. For sure. It looks fun. See, I have to get by my dislike of Steve Trevor as a character. But he was fine in the role, but I just wish they wouldn't have forced him into the second one. They left him in the past where he belonged, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Steve Trevor character in Wonder Woman, period, mainly because I feel like it's so dumb that she just falls in love with the first man she ever sees. It's so, and I realize they've kind of split them apart, but I never liked them together because I feel like that's just so, it makes Diana so come across as so shallow and kind of dumb, and it just doesn't work for me. I've never enjoyed the Steve Trevor character. I just really haven't. Like when they're together in the comics, it usually is like, ugh. It's usually my reaction. So yeah, Michelle Rodriguez is a lot of fun too. She does a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, definitely agreeing with Planet that Dungeons and Dragons looks fun for sure. So yeah, that I'll probably go see. I'm probably getting Lasso's probably like shaking his fist at me right now for my Steve Trevor take, but this never worked for me. I just feel like it's so silly that she would like, oh look, a man, I'm in love. Like that's not who Diana is in any way, shape, or form. And I get that he has more character to him than that, but it just comes across as so sad, kind of. I'll just put it that way. So could have been anybody that showed up. I just like, I don't know. So he's never been a character I particularly enjoyed. All right, with that, we're into whatever you guys want to talk about. So you guys have to drive this conversation a little bit. See the secret dude from JoJo. Okay. Isn't almost anybody good actor besides Vin Diesel? I mean, with his acting, doesn't anybody's acting look better? Or maybe that makes it look worse. I don't know. Apparently, Old Wolf did not come back. The John ran him off for good. I'm going to Instagram message him. Where is Old Wolf in my end? I scrolled past him. He's in there somewhere. I know it hasn't been that long since I sent him a message. So yeah, I'm telling him to come back. We'll see if he comes back. I watched a little bit of the basketball tournament. I was watching quite a bit of the basketball tournament, and then my Tigers choked and played the worst game I'd seen them play literally all season against Princeton. They were just terrible. And so we got eliminated. So that turned me off from watching it for a while. Then I turned it on tonight and watched K-State just sort of give that game to, like, I've watched K-State a few times, and I felt like they sort of gave that game to Florida Atlantic. I mean, Florida Atlantic played pretty good, but I don't know. I felt like K-State didn't play very well. So, the team there, fast and they're furious. yes. Yeah, fast and furious. I haven't watched any of the Fast and Furious movies since the last one Paul Walker was in. That's the last Fast and the Furious movie I have seen. I've seen all of them to that point, but I've never watched any of the ones since. So, I don't know. At the point, yeah, that was nice to see them, like, give it away and not play well. That kid not play well when they just did all the wrong thing. Handled that whole situation as horribly as they possibly could have. I'm glad they didn't get rewarded for it, for sure. So, but yeah, it's going to be weird because one of the teams in the final is going to be Florida Atlantic, Creighton, or San Diego State. One of those teams is making the final, and the other side isn't that much stiffer. I mean, it's like in terms of basketball, it's like Texas, which I hope they lose. I don't even know who's playing. Who's playing right now? Who is playing right now? Gonzaga and UConn, and then Texas is playing who tomorrow? I don't remember who Texas is playing tomorrow. Yeah, I don't remember who they're playing tomorrow, but yeah, it's weird. It's just a weird tournament. But I was talking to my dad about that earlier, and it's like, with the transfer portal, all these kids are spreading out more. And then plus you're still dealing with the aftermath of COVID and all those kids got an extra year. And so there's a whole bunch of, like, they were saying that there was like 19 transfers and 16 seniors that on these final 8 teams that were starting, 16 players that started were seniors that were technically would have been ineligible at this point previously. So there's all these older men playing like than typical. And I think that, and they've all bounced around to other teams. And I feel like that's why this tournament's been so weird. Yeah, I think it's because talent is just oddly distributed at the moment, or it's more evenly distributed because there's these guys that have stayed an extra year. There's these 5th-year players. The transfer portals allowed those 5th-year players to bounce to other schools that they wouldn't maybe typically have been at. So yeah, I just think it's made it a weird thing. Got Gonzaga for the repeat, but that's a peat once before they can repeat. They didn't peat last year, so they almost peated 2 years ago, but lost to Baylor. But yeah, so we'll see. They got to get by UConn. I feel like maybe UConn's the best team left if they play their A game, but we'll see. This year, yeah, my bracket was dead like day one, and it's just gotten worse. So my bracket got destroyed the first day, and it's been worse. But I only spent like 2 minutes on it, and that's what I get. All right, what else do you guys want to talk about? We've talked about a little bit of NCAA tournament. We've talked about some D&D movie. We've talked coming up. We've talked what else is going on? Man, I hope Old Wolf is not still like muted. I'm going here and see. Because I'm just, yeah, it's not showing him as muted. I feel like he just got timed out. hidden users. Maybe I'm on blocked words. Approved users. How many? Let's try and look. How many actual moderators do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. I could maybe have a few more, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I fixed it or not. I wish he would come back so I would know, or he would text me and let me know if he can actually comment on my channel. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. Find out on D&D. Earth is flat. Change my mind. Keep walking, and we'll see. Just keep walking one direction and prove it. When you fall off, then I'll believe you. I got a stack of books in there that are in my to grade pile, but I have not sent anything for a long time. I need to make a decision if I'm going to keep my membership to CGC. It rolls over next month. Everything going on, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to cancel that or not. I have not seen the sketch, but I have not been happy with his art on Spider-Man at all. I think his art is not good. I was never a huge JRJR fan, but I feel like he's gotten even harsher. He's going for this weird Sean Gordon Murphy thing, but Sean Gordon Murphy does the harsh line hard checking and lines and stuff. But I don't know. His works in a way that JRJR's is not for me. I type a rough draft. There you go. I used to, a long time ago, when I was in college, but I haven't watched poker in years. 300, yeah, it's terrible. Is that recent? Wow, that's more recent than I would have guessed. So you loved his early 2000s Spidey stuff. I don't know. Even then, I wasn't a huge fan. But I can get that. Clone Shadow is meh for me. Yeah. I don't know. I've just never. He just doesn't. He's not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, what's this cover at? I love detail, but I feel like his detail is just straight lines. It doesn't. I hate that his faces all look like they got 8 billion wrinkles. And yeah. No. I did not buy any of the Disney variants. All I've done is complain about those stupid variants on the Cash or Trash show when they showed up. Because why are they a Disney version of Avengers 4 or Avengers 1 an ASM cover? Why isn't that a Avengers cover? I don't understand why they did it. It annoys me. It makes me no. Plus, I'm not I like Disney stuff, but I don't collect Disney stuff. So, hey, QQ Cat, what's going on? You need something. An inker that ignores half its pencil lines, I think, would be a big help. Or weights them down. Can you make a pencil line thinner? I just feel like he's just so heavy-handed with everything. And everything is so harsh and heavy. And yeah, I don't even know if that's really the right term, but it just annoys me. Yeah, he needs a good inker to lighten, take some of the weight out of some of his lines that just go crazy. I feel like he draws as hard as he can. It's like, I'm going to push as hard as I can into this piece of paper. And, like, that's how I feel like he draws. Maybe I'm the only one, but I just see like a little kid with like one of those pencils and they're just like pushing on the paper as hard as they can and like, back and forth. I feel like that's JR. But yeah. Well, right. But they did the Hulk Disney cover. But it's a homage to Hulk 1. But instead of making it a cover for a Hulk book, they made it a cover for an ASM book. It made no sense to me. None. That was my pickup from last week. The one thing I got at PlanetCon. So, and I made that a trade. Excuse me. So yeah, I made a trade for that at PlanetCon. It is literally the only thing I picked up the afternoon I was there. Looked like everybody had a fantastic time. I'm super disappointed by what my con season is going to be this year. It's, finances. I've just had, I keep talking about life. It's been kicking my butt, and it has been, and it's been kicking my butt on the finances side. Just unexpected expenses this year have just been out of control. And every time I get by one, the next one hits me. It's just been one of those years. And so yeah, I had like my budget for PlanetCon was non-existent. I really probably shouldn't have went, but I made it work. And the only reason I came home with anything was because I worked a trade. So yeah, and it's the reason I only went on Friday because I wouldn't be tempted to spend money I really didn't need to spend. And it's a good thing because Tuesday had to spend more on something that I was hoping I was done with spending money on. So like it's been, yeah. So acquired, not purchased. There you go. Yeah, they were all on ASM books. It was dumb. This is one of your Dr. Fate grails. Why is it a Dr. What is it about Dr. Fate that I don't know about this here? Now I didn't know this. That's interesting. It's your first appearance Power Girl. But I didn't know this was the first All-Star Comics issue since 1951. And this came out in 76. I did not know. Did you guys know that? I did not know that this wasn't just a different series, that they had basically been on hiatus from 51 to 76. And they brought it back on issue 58. That is interesting. Huh. I did not know that. On the label. Oh. There you go. That's what Kunchun's basically telling me that. I did not know that. It's full moon with my finances. Gotta move back and gotta wait. Yeah. It's basically where I'm at this point. There's the dog. I would agree with that the color ones are better than the black and white ones. For sure. That just seems so ridiculous. I may see that at some point, but I was not paying movie theater prices to see that thing. So ridiculous. I had heard the story before about the real bear. I don't remember what and then and it wasn't that much more, and maybe it was prompted. The reason I showed up and I seen it and heard the story was because that movie was coming, because it wasn't that much longer that long after that started seeing the first advertisements for this thing. So that was probably what prompted it, but I didn't, at the time that I saw it, I didn't know there was going to be a movie. But yeah, it's a weird story, but that has obviously nothing to do with what the movie became, but it's a funny inspiration. And I've heard that it's kind of a crazy, fun, good time, but that's something that if I watch it, it'll be on a streaming service that I'm already paying for free. So yeah. Nice. I didn't necessarily know that, so that's cool. 65. I have not. No, I don't go to very many. I don't go to very many movies. I'll be honest. Mostly just superhero stuff at this point. Otherwise, I watch it at home. Yeah, I feel like given as good an actor as he is, that those trailers probably didn't do it justice. But there you go. Meth gator followed by drunk panda. Oh, goodness gracious. Was it LSD Wombat? Is that the follow-up? So yeah, we're coming up on our hour. I don't really have anything else for you guys tonight. Like I said, I haven't really read anything this week. It's been my new books didn't come into today, and I haven't gotten to them. Things coming up on the channel. Yeah, get it done. I don't know. I may go back to just doing Cash or Trash the way I've been doing it. I may wait. I haven't decided what I'm going to do there yet. It's getting kind of frustrating, like the whole Tom thing, and I don't know what I'm going to do there. I know Unruly's told me multiple times just go to cover price, but I don't pay for cover price currently, so I've been resistant to that. What else was I going to say? I don't know. Maybe this bourbon wasn't as good as I thought. I haven't really drank much of it. That I still haven't seen and I need to see is Everything Everywhere again. I need to see Everything Everywhere all at once. Because that looks really good and I've not seen it, and I aimed to have watched it before the Oscars and I didn't get it done. So I definitely need to go back and watch that. But yeah. So yeah, Cash or Trash probably tomorrow. I'll probably do what I've been doing. D&D tomorrow night for sure. Hopefully, Let's Collect this week. I gotta make all those slides though. That's always the pain in the rear. And then Thursday night, Unruly and I are talking Rachel Rising Volume 3. And that's really all I got going on. I'll probably drop some D&D shorts. Those are fun. I don't know that they get many. I don't know that my short videos are getting all that many views, but they're kind of fun. And it's pretty easy because I have to rewatch it to take notes to get ready for the next session. So it's pretty easy just to timestamp some of our silliness. So, and yeah, so those are the things coming up on the channel again. And that's all I really got. Star Wars didn't sign him forever at all. Yeah, he did a good job in Star Wars, even if with what he was given. So, Unruly is peacing out already. I think I am going to as well. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Always appreciated. And yeah, you guys are awesome. And we will catch you next time. Later, everybody.